The Ballon d'Or ranking is an absolute disgrace. In terms of the players that have been nominated, guys, what are we thinking with this? Like, I'm going to read you this list. We've got Jude Bellingham, that's kind of expected. We've got Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Danny Carvajal, Ruben Dias, Artem Dovbyk, Phil Foden, Grimaldo, Erling Haaland, Mats Hummels, Harry Kane, Toni Kroos, Ademola Lookman, Emiliano Martinez, Lautaro Martinez, Kylian Mbappe, Martin Odegaard, Danny Olmo, Cole Palmer, deserved winner, Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, Rodri, Rudiger, Saliba, Valverde, Vinicius, Vitinha, Nico Williams, Florian Wirtz, Granit Xhaka, and Lamine Yamal.
Game's gone.
It does feel to me a bit like the game's gone, like the game is dead. Where is my game gone? Where has it gone?
It's so bad. Like, I know Ronaldo and Messi are long gone now, don't get me wrong. But, like, is this what we've got to replace them? Are these the best players? Are these the best nominees for the best footballers in the world? Because if they are, that's sad, honestly.
Who's missing out? It probably is.
No, but that's just where game is, isn't it?
That's indicative of where football's at. Like, I'm sorry, Declan Rice in a Ballon d'Or list. Can we talk? What has Declan done in the last?
Yeah, that is not on. That's not on.
The guy runs around kicking shins, stank it up all Euros because he couldn't progress the ball past forwards, and he gets nominated for a Ballon d'Or. Didn't win anything.
I think the most telling thing is that Rodri probably deserves to win it.
Oh,
and
easily.
He's a 6. And if the best player in the world is a 6, that is sad.
In terms of players from the past that fit where they're just world class at kind of everything they do, Rodri does fit in that category. A number of these. Hakan Çalhanoğlu is in there for scoring a free kick 10 years ago in the Bundesliga. Well, a number of these are in there just for some Euro performances. Like Danny Olmo, realistically, obviously he had a good Euros once Pedro got injured and he came into the team. He had good cameos as a sub before that. But was anyone talking about RB Leipzig's amazing season with Danny Olmo last season? Because I don't think they were.
But it's also the same thing that maybe we don't watch them leagues enough to maybe have a say on, like, Artem Dovbyk.
Who is that?
He scored a lot of goals in La Liga last season for Girona, and obviously they got Champions League. But at the same time, we watched him in the Euros do niche.
Yeah.
Ademola Lookman's been on a league, and look, that hat-trick in the final was nuts for Atalanta. He did win a trophy, so I get why he's pushed in that regard. But, like, Ademola Lookman in a Ballon d'Or list, guys?
Crazy.
It is, it's mental, that. But my main thing is that obviously we are big Prem tads or English football tads. And if the best lads that we can put forward for this are Ruben Dias, Foden, Haaland, a goalkeeper at Aston Villa, Odegaard, Palmer, Rice, Rodri, Saka, like, these are not exciting footballers. Apart from Foden, who on there is an exciting footballer that gets you off your seat. That is what football is.
I'd say Palmer, Foden,
Palmer,
Saka.
yeah. Saka's not exciting. He's a good player. He's a very good player. But I'm not like, wow.
He's not entertaining. He's effective. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, there's not a lot of wow factor on this list.
No, there's not.
Odegaard has his moments. He has his moments, but even he wasn't consistent enough to be in a Ballon d'Or ranking. Like, Palmer and Foden kind of earned their spot.
The best 2 players from Premier League are Rodri, a 6, and Haaland, who touches the ball about 7 times a game. Like, come on. These are the best footballers in the world. It's not even about the nominees itself. It's about how washed this game is. They're all system players. There's no, like, wowzer anymore.
And equally, like, you bring up Haaland there, as much as he's in this Ballon d'Or list, last year for Haaland was a poor season. Like, he was out for a couple of months injured. I know he got the Golden Boot by default because it's Haaland, obviously, but it kind of highlights in other leagues, like, where are the other strikers that should be kind of getting in this? Harry Kane's in there. He scored a lot of goals at Bayern. They somehow managed to not win a league. Like, not that you should be judging things on that, but they've basically judged a lot of these listings on what they won anyway. So how do you justify that one? Because he had a crap Euros.
I'll tell you one thing. Where's the quality in the Spanish league? That's what I'm looking for here. I don't see much apart from Vinicius. You've got like an aging Cruz. You've got... I can't say... Like that Dovbyk, right? So is he at Girona now? With respect to Dovbyk, if he walked past me in the street, I could not tell you who he were. And it's a Ballon d'Or list. I should know about these players. I should have seen something, surely, you'd think. Surely, like, some highlights or a goal. He must have done something. No? It's like someone's made his name on Scrabble when you got like 5 letters, 6 letters left. Trying to get rid of him. With respect to him. Name. I know Girona have done amazingly well, but I'm wanting someone who's going, like you said before, wow, what a season they've had.
We've been spoiled, haven't we, with like Ronaldo, Neymar, Suarez.
That's me being a prick because we've had some serious like contenders in the past few years, past decade.
No, but even the decade prior, like, you had your Ronaldinhos and your Kakas, and then it was like brackets below that was Gerrard, Lampard, Rooney, and all these other guys. Like, if you looked at who's top 5 now, Carvajal might be in with a shout for winning the Champions League, the League, and the Euros. Don't get me wrong, Danny Carvajal's been a really solid right back in recent years, but he's not better now than he was 5-6 years ago or whatever. Even, do you know what? I'll even say, I don't even think Arsenal fans would disagree. Gabriel was better than Saliba last season. I think Saliba's a better player, but Gabriel was better than Saliba was last season. And Saliba's there, but Gabriel's not. Like, it just... I don't know. I kind of looked at it and think, what are we doing? Rice, though, kicking shins and getting in there. I cannot believe that.
No, I can't believe Rice is there.
I'll tell you one thing. If you look at this, you think, all these players have actually had better seasons. Like, Ruben Diaz has had a better season than this one that he's just had. Haaland had a better season. Carvajal's certainly had better seasons than the one he just had, in my opinion. Yeah, he's won stuff, but...
It's just a poor era in football. It's so focused on structure rather than individual quality. So when it comes to an award for individuals, you're looking at like Haaland, who's touching ball 5 times, but he's scoring 3 goals with, or Rodri, teams that are just the biggest successful players in a really important structure, rather than looking at like, yeah, obviously Barcelona had a really important structure as well, but Messi just did what he wanted. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And someone like Suarez or Neymar that have never won anything, if they were put in this era of football, they'd win every single individual trophy forever.
I could not agree more with that. I think currently, right now, I'm looking at it like, if Bale was at his best, if Hazard was at his best, these guys would clean up awards.
And they're players that never even had a sniff.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't get in the top 3. Like, realistically, Vinicius is one of the few where I actually kind of look at it and think, nah, you make sense, mate. Like, you win the biggest trophies as a team awards, being the highlight standout player. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. But there's a lot on that list where I think, really? Even I'd like to know how many games Diaz played last season, because I thought City won the league, but for City standards, it wasn't a great season.
Ake were better, certainly in their team.
They play a number of centre-backs. Like, Diaz wasn't always the mainstay.
Yeah, Gavardia were really good as well.
Ended the season really well, yeah. Where are the representatives from top teams as well? Where are the Barcelona players? Where are the Bayern Munich players?
You have Yamal, and Yamal are back. Like, that makes sense, but... Yeah, that you can pad it out with Real Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen players because they had the most impressive team seasons. I get that, but as for the remainder, I just think it's really damning on where football is in terms of, like you said, Callum, when you think about individuality that was encouraged before, that's actually discouraged now, and it's about being part of the system, etc. You're producing more boring players, and you're walking around with shin kickers in Ballon d'Or lists. Like, where's the joy? Where is the that spice to football?
Players are just worse in general. But these players, a lot of the younger ones as well, are coming up in an era where you're getting your talent coached out of you at age of 8 as soon as you go into an academy. They're all playing like the first team, so it's like, yeah, you might want to take someone. You might be Messi. You might be able to run past 15 people, but I want you to pass it sideways instead, 5 yards. Like, it's just, oh man, game's gone. Game has gone.
The game genuinely has gone. Even like Emiliano Martinez. Did everyone watch him? Don't get me wrong, I like him as a keeper. I love how much of a shithouse he is. And obviously Argentina won their Euros thing. I guess that kind of points out the flaws though in the Ballon d'Or. That basically they go, well, who won stuff this year? Just pick some of the players from there. This is the list from the 2015 Ballon d'Or, just for a bit of perspective. So we've got Sergio Aguero, Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Andres Iniesta, Toni Kroos, Robert Lewandowski, Mascherano. I'll give Mascherano maybe, don't know. They won the Champions League that year, but then Lionel Messi, Thomas Muller, Manuel Neuer, Neymar, Paul Pogba, Rakitic, Robben, James Rodriguez, Ronaldo, Alexis Sanchez, Luis Suarez, Yaya Toure, and Arturo Vidal.
That is, come on.
Not even comparable.
If anyone wants to come at you and go, no, you're just being nostalgic, football wasn't better then, like, shut up, man.
Nostalgia bias it's a massive thing.
It can be, but I think in the case of this, it is genuinely a case of no, it's objectively worse.
Oh, my era were better, blah, 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 like we do. We look at, like, probably late 2000s, especially early 2010s as my era of football growing up and thinking it's a lot better. But it just is. It just is.
Yeah.
The players are so much better.
If you put that 2012 list, like, head-to-head each player against these, obviously I don't know which the matchups are going to be. You're probably looking at Roger winning, maybe Vinicius winning, and that's about it. Foden maybe had a good year,
and they won't even be in top 15 of any of these other years. You know what I mean?
I don't know, that list I just read, and that's just plucked off the top of my head. Obviously, there could be other years where the list is even more ridiculous. But when you just look at the gap in individual quality, it does feel like the game has gone. Not to go all woke, but or anti-woke rather. But yeah, game's gone. Like, where is the game gone? Where is it? It's just that feels to me. I don't know. It just felt a bit of a sad day seeing shin kickers in the Ballon d'Or rankings for me. It's just not having it. I know Ataro Vidal, he had a few kicks in him, but he just had a bit more, I don't know, quality on the ball, that kind of thing. And yeah, now we're walking around with like, mate, Dovbyk. Like we're walking, like Scave said, Scrabble words up for Ballon d'Or. I think it stinks. And we need to do something. We need to get the bald men out of our game. Unless Enzo Maresca's really good, obviously.
You know what it is? It's haircuts. Look at the haircuts across the board. Tell me this game hasn't gone. Look at it. Not one skinhead between them. There actually ain't. I'm recoiling. Look, what's Dovbyk's hair? Dovbyk sounds like, I don't know. What we're saying? Is he got a skinhead?
I reckon Dovbyk has like by default the like Lego head sort of thing.
Oh no, he's got a normal haircut. Looks a bit like you, Callum. To be fair.
There we go.
Sad guys. We need our sport back. And the likes of Yamal hopefully will bring it back, because Yamal actually looks wicked. Imagine how devastating it would be to them for them to coach his individuality out of his game. You need the Mavericks, you need the Cole Palmers of the world that just they don't even know what a tactic is when you speak to them.
What?
I think that's the way we need more footballers. We need footballers to dial it back. You know, let's bring football back, not this woke ball that's currently going on. But yeah, make sure to check out Callum and George's channels. They're doing a lot of wicked stuff over there. So make sure you subscribe to them. The link will be in the description. And make sure to like and subscribe here. It helps me out a lot. It lets YouTube know this is the place to be. In a bit, guys. Up the shelves.